discard what is not, ultimately finding their own personal expression in combat. Key aspects of Jeet Kune Do include core principles, interception, simplicity, directness, economy of motion, and personal liberation. JKD emphasizes being adaptable and fluid, like water, to changing circumstances in a fight. Techniques draws from a diverse range of fighting methods across different ranges: kicking, punching, trapping, grappling. There is no rigid set of JKD techniques. Instead, practitioners are encouraged to explore and adopt techniques that work best for them. Common elements include straight lead punches, low-line kicks, and techniques for intercepting an opponent's attack at its initiation. Training, highly adaptable and can vary significantly between practitioners and schools. Training often involves exploring different ranges of combat, developing speed, timing, and footwork, and pressure testing techniques through sparring and drills inspired by various combat sports. The emphasis is on developing a complete and functional skill set. Philosophy, a pragmatic and individualistic approach to martial arts, rejecting the limitations of traditional styles and encouraging self-discovery and continuous improvement in combat effectiveness. Key differences and Bruce Lee's influence. The fundamental difference lies in their nature. Wing Chun is a traditional, structured style, while JKD is a fluid, adaptable philosophy. Wing Chun provides a defined system of techniques and principles to master, focusing heavily on close-range engagement in the center line. JKD, on the other hand, provides a framework for personal development in martial arts, encouraging practitioners to explore techniques from any discipline that are effective for them across all ranges of combat. Bruce Lee's background in Wing Chun under Ip Man was a significant foundation for JKD. Many of Wing Chun's core concepts, such as the centerline theory, efficiency of movement, and simultaneous attack and defense, are evident in JKD. However, Lee found the traditional approach of some martial arts too limiting and sought to create a system that was more direct, adaptable, and free from stylistic constraints. JKD was his response, a personalized and evolving approach to combat that prioritized effectiveness and individual expression above adherence to any single style. In essence, Wing Chun offers a deep dive into a specific, highly efficient close-quarters system, while JKD provides a methodology for building a personalized and comprehensive fighting approach by drawing from the most effective techniques regardless of their origin.
You're no dummy, but you're kind of acting like one. You used to crush it in school, outsmarting opponents on the field, and now, well, you're still smart, but not exactly challenging yourself. You could be advancing nuclear engineering in the world's most powerful navy. You were born for it, so make the smart choice. You can be smart, or you could be nuke smart. Become a nuclear engineer at Navy.com/nukesmart. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
gates. I want an energy gate here. Since we're so far up. Try to hold it. The Hydra gate as well. Plaza RT dying. Mojo, go around and hold receiving lane. We're not prepping the gate yet. Incoming fabrication as well. Hold our back rows, guys. Back rows for a second. Energy guys, go to fab. Losing everything at once, that's not okay.
Mono. Killing upgrades.
Another club gate.
2 in mono, killing upgrades. 3 in mono, killing upgrades? Oh shit.
Oh, they didn't beacon. What the hell?
Phase out as soon as you spawn. Lost the obs in main. Club gate, face club. Fuck. Energy gate, energy gate.
Observation.
Are we losing energy right now? Walk to energy again before we lose the RT.
I was recently named Naked's Chief Smoothie Officer, but I didn't know the position came with a smoothie boy. It took a little while getting used to, but it's really grown on me.
I want to experience something new, the sense of discovery.
At Overseas Adventure Travel, we
Windows 11 battery drain dilemma? Ditch the nested VMs, optimize your current setup. Experiencing frustratingly short battery life on Windows 11 is a common complaint, but the solution doesn't lie in complex, nested virtual machine setups
One
like
main,
installing
phase
macOS
back.
within Windows and then another
Kill this
Windows
phase.
inside macOS. While an interesting technical concept, this approach would
Can
almost
you
certainly
buy-
decrease battery efficiency due to the significant overhead of running multiple operating systems and
shotguns all over the
virtualization
page.
layers. Instead of venturing into the complicated world of nested VMs, the most effective way to tackle Windows 11 battery drain is to optimize your current Windows environment. Several key areas contribute to power consumption, and adjusting these can yield significant improvements. Here's a breakdown of common causes and practical solutions for
RT,
better battery life in
one
Windows
phase.
11. Common culprits behind Windows 11 battery drain. Aggressive power settings. Default power plans might prioritize performance over efficiency. Background applications. Many apps continue to run processes, fetch updates, and send notifications even when you're not actively using them. Display settings. High screen brightness and refresh rates are significant power consumers. Outdated drivers and software. Inefficient or buggy drivers and applications can lead to unnecessary power usage. High resource usage. Demanding applications, games, or processes can rapidly deplete battery. Connectivity. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, when not in use, can still consume power. Battery health. Over time, the capacity of a laptop battery naturally degrades. Practical steps to improve Windows 11 battery life. Adjust power mode. Windows 11 offers different power modes, accessible via settings, system, power, and battery. Choosing best power efficiency
again.
will prioritize saving energy. Utilize Battery Saver. Configure Battery Saver to automatically turn on at a certain battery percentage. This mode limits background activity and adjusts settings to conserve power. Manage background apps. Review which apps are allowed to run in the background. Settings, apps, installed apps, advanced options for individual apps, or settings, privacy and security greater than background apps. Disable background activity for apps you don't need constantly updating. Optimize display settings. Lower screen brightness and consider using a lower refresh rate if your display supports it. Settings, system greater than display, advanced display. Using a dark theme can also help on OLED displays. Update drivers and Windows. Ensure your Windows installation and all device drivers, especially graphics and chipset drivers, are up to date. This can resolve efficiency issues. Check for updates in Settings, Windows Update. Identify and close resource-hungry apps. Use Task Manager, Control+Shift+ESC to see which applications are consuming the most CPU, memory, and power. Close any unnecessary applications that are using significant resources. Adjust sleep and screen timeout settings. Configure your display and device to turn off or go to sleep after shorter periods of inactivity when on battery power. Settings, system, power, and battery greater than screen and sleep. Disable unused connectivity. Turn off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth if you are not actively using them. Airplane mode is an easy way to disable all wireless communication. Check battery health. Windows can provide a battery report that details its capacity and usage history. You can generate this using the command prompt, power CFG battery report. If your battery's design capacity has significantly degraded, replacing it might be necessary. Consider energy recommendations. Windows 11 offers personalized energy recommendations in Settings, System, Power, and Battery greater than energy recommendations that can help you optimize settings. Why nested virtual machines won't solve battery issues. Running a virtual machine introduces a layer of abstraction that requires additional processing power and memory. The host operating system, Windows in your initial scenario, still needs to run, and the virtual machine software simulates hardware for the guest operating system, macOS. This simultaneous operation inherently uses more energy than running a single operating system directly on the hardware. Introducing a second level of virtualization, running Windows inside the macOS VM, would compound this issue. The overhead would be even greater, leading to decreased performance and significantly worse battery life. Furthermore, nested virtualization adds complexity and can lead to compatibility and stability issues, dynamically improving performance over time. While you can't magically improve performance over time without hardware upgrades, regularly maintaining and optimizing your Windows 11 installation can help sustain performance and efficiency. This includes regularly checking for and installing Windows and driver updates, uninstalling unused applications, running disk cleanup and defragmentation for HDDs, limiting startup programs, keeping an eye on background processes and resource usage. In conclusion, while the idea of using nested VMs to solve battery life is creative, it's not a practical or effective solution. Focusing on optimizing your existing Windows 11 installation through the built-in power management tools and practices is the best approach to improve battery efficiency.
There's a lot of gorgeous on it.
Back up. Guys getting splashed down like crazy. Just barely hitting anything. We had a 5th RTZ.
Kill the hive if you blocking me.
I was almost dead. It's almost dead. 10%.
I can kill it.
It's dead.
Alright, we're about to lose the gate.
GG.